That's right, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? It's your pal Steve Witchell, founder of Cover Band Central. It is Throwback Thursday, July 14th, 2022. I'm coming to you live right now at 1:54 p.m. Central Time in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a little later today. Had a late night last night doing some work, but up and at 'em now again, here for your listening and watching pleasure. If you're in here live, we are streaming on the Cover Band Central Facebook page, in the Cover Band Central Facebook group, and on the Cover Band Central YouTube channel. There's a link in the description there for the YouTube channel. Hit that and subscribe so you get notified anytime we go live. And you can check out all the archive videos in there. Subscribe, hit the bell, and check it out. If you're in here live, though, right now, come on in and say hi. Tell me where you're from, and I will say hi back to you. And maybe put you up on the screen too. And like Kim did, she said hello. Hello, Kim. We got Michael giving me the horns. Jeff with 4 horns. He's got 4 hands. Kimberly's in Tampa. How you guys all doing today? In South Texas is Benny Brown. Benny Brown, I like that name. Yolanda in California. Skippy's in Mississippi. I'm going to guess this is Eric because he likes to call me handsome. Okay, a space player, he calls himself. He plays at Crazy Corner on the weekends. Lots of people coming in. Poland, UK, Denver, California, Kentucky, Maryland, Chattanooga is Ricky Lewis. Tennessee, I believe. Miami and NOLA. Karina is in 2 places at once. That's pretty cool. All right, so our topic today is 90s music for Throwback Thursday. And like I wrote in the description, the 90s feel like it was yesterday. But 1991, the year of the grunge breakout music, was 31 years ago, which is like a lifetime ago for a lot of us. But for some older folks, it feels like yesterday. Where has the time gone? But 90s music is, for a lot of rock cover bands, is still kind of new in a way because of the crowds, the audience you get often, especially where I work, which is in New Orleans, Bourbon Street, where we get a lot of tourist crowd. And we get a lot of people in their 20s and whatnot. So people in their 20s weren't even born in 1991. So to them, this music is classic rock music. It's classic music. It wasn't new for them ever. Good to see you too, Donna. Thanks for coming in. So a lot of bands, myself included, when we play 90s music, it goes over really well because people in their 40s and 50s know it well, and then people in their 20s, they know it as kind of newer music, even though it's classic to them, but it's still kind of newer compared to Zeppelin or the Rolling Stones or anything like that. There are certain bands out there that play exclusively 90s music and cater to those crowds. So a while ago, I wrote up a list of really popular 90s classic rock tunes that I think if you play with any regularity in the cover band scene, these are songs that you kind of need to know, that at some point you'll be asked to play it, you'll be asked to learn it. It'll get requested. And I catch a lot of flack for this list. For this list and the other list. I made 2 lists of popular rock songs that people should know. And I'm going to show it to you, the list here. And there's a link in the description for it too if you want to click on that and follow along. Or just read the article yourself. But I catch a lot of flack for this list. Mary Jane's Last Dance, Leo said. That's on the list, and that's definitely one from the 90s. And that's not considered really a 90s tune by people, but that's when it was from. But yeah, I catch a lot of flack for this list because these are the songs that are tired, overplayed. Everybody has played them. Everybody has heard them a million times. But that's the point of the list. It's songs you need to know. Not necessarily need to play, but you should know them. You should know them. If you play guitar, you play bass, you play drums, you play keyboards, if you sing, you should know these songs. Because they've been played so often on the radio and by bands, these are songs that there's no excuse for you to not know. And the reason I say that you should know them, again, if you play with any regularity in cover bands, you're going to end up playing with different players or with different bands. Sometimes you'll sub for a band, and you'll be expected to know certain songs. And I've said this time and time again, and I'll say it over and over until I'm blue in the face. The most important aspect of being successful in a cover band is knowing a lot of songs. That's what gets you work. As long as you're proficient enough at your instrument, you need to know a lot of songs and you'll get work. As long as you know a lot of songs, you'll get work, because that's what happens at a gig. If you're subbing for a gig and you go in and you know, the whoever's calling the songs, calling the show, hey, do you know this song? And you say no over and over again, they're probably not going to ask you back, and they're probably not going to give you a good recommendation for other work. And especially if there are any of these common songs. So let's take a look at this list just real quick. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but we'll take a look. And again, this is on the Cover Band Central website, and I put a link in the description for that. But let's scroll through it a little bit here. And I put these in alphabetical order so as not to give any particular extra weight to any song. I think you should know all of these songs. 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20. I just put it first because it's a number. That's why I put it alphabetically. But and I'm sure you'll know all of these songs. So we'll scroll through them real quick. Alive by Pearl Jam. All Mixed Up by 311. That's one I don't get to play all that often, but I've heard other bands play it. All the Small Things gets requested all of the time. The kids in their 20s now love that song. It gets requested all the time. Ants Marching, you should know it, but that's not one that get played a lot. Are You Gonna Go My Way? Lenny Kravitz, Basket Case, Green Day. That was one of their most popular songs. Bitch by Meredith Brooks. Simple song. Black Again by Pearl Jam. Again, that one, Black is a slower song, and it's not one that necessarily gets played a lot, but still good to know. Bulls on Parade by Rage. And of course, the other, Killing in the Name of by Rage, is the biggest one, and I think that's on this list too. Counting Blue Cars, Dishwalla. Creep by Radiohead, all the time. Cumbersome gets requested too. Sandman. And Sandman I put on the other list as well, but, you know, obviously it's 91 is when that album came out. Far Behind, Candlebox, I don't even know why I included that on this list. Good is another one, Better Than Ezra. Hey Jealousy, I Alone, kind of. If You Could Only See definitely goes over well. Inside Out goes over well. Stone Temple Pilots, Plush, and Interstate Love Song, both of those songs. Just a Girl, if you have a female singer, definitely No Doubt is the other Rage song. Kryptonite. Every band plays Kryptonite. If you don't know Kryptonite, where you been hiding? Laid by James. I don't see a lot of bands playing this song, but they really should, because it worked great. It's an upbeat song, and right from the beginning in that song, people are jumping up and down. Low by Cracker, maybe. Machine Head, definitely. Man in a Box. I've played that song probably more than any other song in my life. There's the Mary Jane's Last Dance. Mr. Jones is a good one. Counting Crows. My Own Worst Enemy, again, goes over tremendously well with the younger crowd. No Rain. I don't know why I put that in there. That's not really a good one. Outshine by Soundgarden. Maybe. That's a tough one to play. It's a little odd time. Plush, again. Possum Kingdom, we've been playing recently. Works well. Santeria works great. Say It Ain't So works great. Semi-Charmed, great. Shimmer by Fuel. Shine by Collective Soul. All right, so Smells Like Teen Spirit, obviously Nirvana. I'll just keep going here. Quick, Smooth Santana, Sober. What I Got, What's Up, What's Up, definitely by Four Non Blondes. Gets played by every single cover band. Another Green Day song. Wonderwall is a no-brainer. You Ought to Know works well, and Zombie. So that's just a, that's just a quick 50 songs that I came up with that I think are great ones to know. I'm sure you guys can come up with more, and I limited it to 50. If I made 100 in that list, then obviously there'd be a lot more. Here, let me see some of these comments say here. Kim said all great songs. They do. Kimberly said they do the Kravitz one. Yeah. Facebook user, I don't know who that is, but Black is definitely a classic. We play Creep all the time. Blink-182, yep. Green Day always works, says Kimberly. It does. Yeah, okay. Kryptonite is cheating. He said the early 2000s. Okay, Leo, I'll take your word for that. Thank you, Donna. Always very sweet. Thank you. My band, the band I've been playing in recently is Cornerstone. We're not playing right now for the summer. It's slow here in New Orleans, so we'll see what happens when the fall comes back around. But that's Cornerstone with a K. Right. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Yeah. Thanks, Kim. Get ready for work. Have a great day. Learn to Fly. Definitely Learn to Fly if you're talking about Foo Fighters, but that's 2000s, I believe. That could be the 90s. I'm not sure. I think it was 2000s. What's my name? I thought I'd tell everybody my name. My name's Steve Witchell. I'll put it on the screen. I should do that. I should just leave it up, right? No Alice in Chains, said Michael. I don't know why he would say that. Cool. Look us up next time you're in NOLA here. Karina. Okay, this was released 1999. Okay, Learn to Fly. Cool. Yeah, so I'm sure you can come up with your own list that works for you, and the lists are going to be different based on where you are. I live in the United States, so obviously I'm going to come up with a list of songs that are popular in the United States. If you're in Europe, you're in Africa, South America, the list is going to be completely different, or at least mostly different. But it's good to have a list like that. So it's a good exercise. And the reason I did it at first, I didn't do it in the interest of writing an article. I just wrote down the songs because I was like, these are songs that I really need to know and brush up on if I haven't played them in a long time, because they're songs that are going to come up. So it's a good exercise for you if you're playing frequently to have a list of songs that you know or that you should know. There's too many musicians that I come across that don't have a list of songs that they know. Especially if you're a singer, you should have a list of songs that you know, of any songs that you know that you can sing at a gig. You should have a list like in a Word document or on your phone or somewhere. But that happens too often where I come across a singer where like a singer is subbing for the band and I'm calling the show and I say, hey, do you have a list? No, I don't have a list. Why don't you have a list? It's an easy exercise and it's a good one. It's a fun exercise to do because then you think of songs like, oh yeah, that's right, I know that song. I haven't played that in a long time. I'd love to sing that song. So I encourage you to do that. All right. So I also encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is in the description. That's where all of our videos are archived. And on Monday, special event, interview with Bob Doyle from The Secret. He is a musician. He's a voiceover artist. He's an author. And he's been my mentor and guide for quite a long time now. I would not have gotten as far as I've gotten as a musician or with CBC had it not been for his guidance. And he's got a program called Evolve Your Excellence, and it's really cool. I'm a part of it, and he's going to be talking about that. I'm going to be interviewing him on Monday. The link for that event is in the description, so check out that link and click on it and tell us that you're going. And if you're not, even if you're not going, the replay will be available for it immediately after. But so you're aware of it, just go and click that event link and read all about it there and let us know what you're going to do. All right, I'll be back tomorrow for Funky Friday. I don't remember what my topic was that I picked, but it'll be fun because it's Friday. All right, you guys have a great day. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I will see you tomorrow.